Welcome to day 10. It is time to get things done. That's right. We have reached the doing phase. This is phase 7. Doing. What does that mean? It means you're going full-fledged. It means you're putting the pedal to the metal. It means you are in the process of reaching your goals. You really reached your goal because you're doing it. You're doing it. And when does this happen? Now, it happens 3 different times like everything else. First and foremost, we got the full moon. Let's talk about it. Medical professionals and police officers, fire departments, there's a reason they don't like full moons. You want to know why? Because people are doing the most. Am I right? It's because whatever is going on in those moments is at full-fledged, whether good or bad. So even if you're not meeting your goal, even if you're way track, you could be amplifying that. So keep that in mind during the doing phase. So you have to keep that in mind during the doing phase. You could be doing the wrong thing full-fledged. So you do want to be careful. Now, when is it? On a yearly cycle, baby, it's summer. June 21st, the summer solstice. It starts at that beginning of Cancer season where the waters and the emotions run so deep. Know why they run deep? Because you're doing something. You feel it. You start to understand how you feel about it. Know why? Because you're doing it. You're reaching it. You're ready. You're happy. You're healthy. You're doing it, baby. And more importantly, you're doing it. So when is it during the day? It is from noon to 3. Yes, noon to 3. Because normally from noon to 3, what are we doing? We eating lunch and we doing what we got to do at that point. We're like, hey, this is the bulk of my day. I'm going to get this meeting or 2 that's going to make me $1 million done. And then I'm going to go get me something to eat. Because we in the middle of doing. We're either reaching our goals or we're not. Normally between noon and 3. You know exactly how your day is going to end between noon and 3 because we're in the middle of the doing phase. Yes. And then most importantly, what herbs and crystals can you use? Now, crystals, I choose Tiger's Eye and Green Aventurine are some of my favorites to use during the doing phase because they definitely encompass that bold confidence, that everlasting energy. Like, let's go. Let's get it. Because that's what you want. Don't you want to go? Don't you want to get it? We're doing it. Now, as far as herbs that you can use, really anything goes. Sage, rosemary, honestly the same things from the leading phase, ginseng, cinnamon, bay leaves, anything goes during the doing phase, to be honest. Because at this point, you're channeling the energy you need for the goal, okay? If the goal is money, you may want bay leaves. If the goal is health, you might be doing fennel. So it just depends on what your goal is, of what you're channeling the most is how I choose the herb that I'm working with for the month or the 45-day cycle. But you do want something that's going to give you energy. You do want something that brings you clarity at all times. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the doing phase. You either met the 2 goals or you said or you did not. You either did the action plan you put in place during the planning phase or you did not. You either kept the blocks removed or you did not. You either implemented what you saw or you did not. You either used what you gathered or you did not. You actually did the admin work or you did not. And guess what? Doing, you either see it or you don't. So if you're not getting the results you want during the doing phase, self-reflect. What happened? Okay? Because you should be seeing fruits of your labor. Something you started in September, you should be able to go on vacation in June. Period, point blank. So that is the doing phase. Thank you for choosing your Astro Strategy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ta.